Hey, Crit Sandwich listeners, if you love our show as much as our moms do, get on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Thanks. Pile on the bell sprouts high for an extra crunchy Crit Sandwich. Welcome to Crit Sandwich. On Crit Sandwich, 4 friends play 5th edition D&D campaigns loosely based on some of our favorite films, TV shows, and video games. We use adult language, have inconsistent character voices, and often screw up the rules. If you're new to Crit Sandwich, go back to any episode 1. There are 4 campaigns in the archives. Lap them up like a lick of tongue. For this campaign, our characters are monsters in the world of Pokemon playing through the plot of Mad Max: Fury Road. I am Casey Sears, your Dungeon Master for this campaign. To my left is Chuck Ventus.
Hello, I am Chuck. Sorry, Robbie. I wasn't thinking.
What? You're fine.
I just said hello. Yeah, I'm Chuck, and I played Charlie the Charmander.
Chuck, what's your favorite sandwich green?
My favorite sandwich, what?
Green, like your favorite green thing to encounter on a sandwich.
Lettuce, I guess.
Like an iceberg?
Yeah.
An iceberg or romaine?
Iceberg.
Icebergs are good. Yeah, that's a good classic
I like
crunch.
iceberg. Mm-hmm.
Across the table from me, Robbie Ponder.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
What's your favorite sandwich green?
So in hamburgers, I like pickles. But then on like cold meat, what do you call the cold meat?
Like a cold cut?
Cold cut?
Yeah. On some cold cut sandwiches, I like, the iceberg lettuce.
I like spinach sometimes, so.
I would say my favorite sandwich green, maybe a sprout. I do like arugula, something like peppery, a spinach. All pretty good choices. But yeah, those crunchy sprouts you get on they're really always popular at like a vegan or vegetarian friendly sandwich spot, like a real hippy dippy kind of place. Loves to put sprouts on a sandwich.
You ever put guacamole or avocado on your sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. God, I know I just ate, but I'm already hungry.
Yeah. Matt would probably like something fancy. He knows a bunch of like food stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
he probably knows something I don't even know the name of. Like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so
he used to work in the restaurant business. So.
Yeah, for a long time. So Matt, again, is not here. He is still out helping his family, and we do not expect him back for the rest of this season. We'll see you soon, Matt. We miss you.
Yep. Get well soon as well. Hope to a speedy recovery.
Are we allowed to say her name on here?
Oh, get well soon, Matt's wife. We hope to a speedy recovery. You can bleep it out.
I will.
Let's get into this campaign. The 6 of you are in a crevasse. Explosions rain down rocks on Meowth's caravan. 5 humans are riding down the edges of the crevasse, going down into the ravine where you guys are, and they're all on... I think I said motorcycles last time, but I think I went dirt bikes. Just like going up and down over over the rocks and around the corners and stuff, because that makes a lot more sense going, down some of these paths. You have 2 on one side, 3 coming down the other side. Psychosa says to all of you through your mind, "Girls, hide. Stay in the truck." And she starts to get out of the truck.
Just the girls.
Yeah, she was telling the girls to hide. She doesn't care about you guys. Clearly talking to the Meowths.
Can I ask, so we heard her say that? Girls? Yeah. Okay. Can we say, I'll say to her before she gets out of the truck, what about us?
You're not the precious cargo.
I want to move to the boom of the tow arm. I like to wrap myself around there like I did in the first episode. I'm just going to, maybe it was the second one. I'm going to constrict myself around it a couple times on the tip of the boom.
That's right. Okay.
Way to resist saying just the tip.
I resisted.
When you're over there like shaking your head, I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh, Chuck really likes the move I'm doing is moving over here. That's weird. Huh. But then I realized why you were smiling.
Yes. I'll stay in the truck. I don't know what to expect.
You can sit in the driver's seat and ready to leave if we need.
Yeah. I'll stay. Does she leave the keys in the truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stay there.
So she steps out, and the humans, 3 of the motorcycles stay up, or 3 of the dirt bikes stay up on the wall. 1 on your left, 2 on your right, and 2 of the dirt bikes go up pretty close to, we'll say just about 20 feet away from the front of your truck, kind of blocking the road. 2 people step off of their dirt bikes. One is a man wearing a black motorcycle helmet, wearing some army fatigues, with a samurai sword strapped to his back. The other takes off his dirt bike helmet, a long blonde ponytail falls out, also wearing army fatigues, and has like a club and it looks like a trash can lid as a shield on his back. One of the humans yells, "Hey, Kadabra, we held up our part of the bargain." And Kadabra's like, "Yeah, I know. Let us through. But, we spotted some pretty things in that truck. Things, that might be real valuable and nice to have if we're ever negotiating with King Meowth." Kadabra goes, "That was not part of the plan." "Well, bringing such precious cargo through our valley wasn't part of the plan either." And Psychoso now reaches out to your guys' minds and says, "This is not going well. I think the humans are turning on us."
I start rattling my tail. Everyone just starts hearing it.
The human goes, "Well, look at that. You know, I think between those Meowths and between those other Pokemon you have, that Charmander and that Ekans, I think we could eat real good on the 3 of you tonight."
Do I know how to start the vehicle?
Yeah, you can start the vehicle.
Can I start the vehicle and
Yeah, it rumbles to life.
Great sound effects this episode.
I'm gonna run him over. I don't want to get eaten.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah. 15 for Charlie the Charmander.
Solid got an 18.
The humans got an 11, and the Kadabra got a 5. We have Ekans on the dolly, or on the crane of the truck, Charmander in the driver's seat, Kadabra standing just to the left of the truck, 2 humans directly in front of you, about 20 feet away, and then the others are about 50 feet away, but they're up on a hill, 2 to your right, 1 to your left. Just to describe the humans, the 2 to your right, there is, it looks like a woman with a composite bow, wearing army fatigues, and there is another woman next to her wearing a gas mask. And then on the opposite wall to your left is someone wearing a sniper's ghillie suit, hanging out on the rocks next to their dirt bike.
I mean business.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say the range of them are?
So 20 feet in front of you, 50 feet to your right, and 50 feet to your left.
Okay.
And it looks like, so Solid, you feel the snake, or you feel the truck rumble to life and start to move forward. What do? You're first.
I'm going to go ahead and do my rattle. I'm going to finish rattling my tail. So each creature of the Ekans choice that is within 60 feet can hear it must succeed on a DC 11 wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
60 feet?
Yes, 60.
Wow, all 3 of them.
Yep.
So only one of them fails. We'll say it's the girl with the bow on your right side just starts to back up, and then she will start moving on her turn.
Okay. The ones that are successful, they are immune to be feared by my rattle for 24 hours.
Okay.
Jeez. A whole day?
It's a strong start.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing the boom of this truck, the tow arm. I kind of picture it being old school, so like a lot of old I-beam metals coming up to it, but it still has like the solid cable going to the middle for the tow hook.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I'm going to go into the middle of that to kind of protect myself.
Okay. We'll call it a +2 AC, partial cover.
Yeah, that worked. That's my turn.
All right, Char, what are you doing? You just slamming on that gas pedal?
Slamming my little foot on the gas pedal, and I'm going to attempt to run over. They're standing right next to one another?
Yeah.
Can I run them over?
Absolutely. So I need you to make an intelligence driving check.
Okay.
Against their dexterity saving throw to get out of the way.
Guessing a -2, 8. right? Intelligence.
So
That's right.
Yep. So the two of them are standing up in front of you, and you hit the gas pedal and start running right towards them. One of them gets out of the way, and the other you just barely clip. Roll. Give me like 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
12 damage.
Yeah. So you nail this guy pretty good, and his body just like spins and flies, tumbles in the dust to the right of the truck.
Sweet. How far does the truck travel?
I'll say 25, 30 feet.
25, 30 feet. Okay.
I kind of want the Meowths just to stay hidden.
So they are still hidden. Yeah, that's right. As you guys have control of your mouse on your turn, I assume you're leaving them hidden.
Well,
they know they're in there now.
Ice'll pop her head out the window, and she's holding on to that wrench that she had. She'll throw it at the guy that I clipped with the car, I guess.
Okay.
So
she'll pop out and
just throw that wrench at him. I rolled a 19.
Hits.
So what would that be when you're throwing something? D4, I'm guessing?
Yeah, D4.
Ooh, 4? Plus 2, so 6 damage.
Yeah, so she throws it, and as he's rolling and tumbling on the ground, just hits him just right in the chest, and you hear him gasping and coughing. He looks actually pretty rough.
That's my turn.
It's a good turn. So as soon as the truck starts moving forward, the humans spring into action. The truck that flies through and hits the one guy on the right. The other guy, the guy with the samurai sword, is the one who is able to dodge away. And he is going to take a swing at Charmander behind the driver's side door.
Oh, man.
So he ducks out of the way and rolls, like kind of spins around the front side, swings out his sword.
He's pulling a Morpheus.
Yeah,
right
this guy's
now.
a ninja.
I'll give you partial cover plus 2 AC.
Okay.
Does
16.
15. So his sword clings on the metal door frame.
Right? My AC plus 2? 16? Yep. 16. Whew, that was close.
The guy that's on the ground gets back up. As he's getting back up, he pulls a pistol and starts firing it at the truck. And it just kind of pings off the side. Just some ping, ping, ping. The woman who was scared by the Ekans, she had a bow up on the right side. She moves. Right? Is it her full movement?
Yes, her full movement. But I think at the end of her turn, she got another saving throw. Whatever frightened is.
She fails and is still frightened and continues to run off. The person with the gas mask up on the right side chucks over a greenish-looking vial onto the back of the truck where Ekans is. Does a 19 still hit you?
Yes.
So this green thing goes spinning through the air, flying towards the back, and it explodes right onto the crane itself. And acid starts eating and dripping through the frame of the crane and on the back of the truck in about a 5 to 10 foot radius, just everywhere, starting to sizzle and burn.
So you're inside the crane? Is that where you are?
Yeah, it's like hollowed out. There's there's the cable running through the middle of it.
It does 8 acid damage to you.
Oh, I'm impressed that this guy was able to throw something and hit me. I am impressed, and I just kind of look at him, and I'm just like, I give him a nod of approval, even though I don't like being hurt. I'm just kind of like, man, you're kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a good toss. They actually might have been trying to aim for the front of the truck, but it ended up hitting the back.
Is that
I don't know that, I guess.
Is that a poison? Are you resistant to poison damage?
I'm resistant to poison, but Casey said it was acid.
Yeah, it was acid.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. One more guy is up on the left side. He fires a bow.
I think there was a
sniper. Is this a sniper?
The sniper fires the bow, yeah.
Oh, it's a sniper with a bow. Okay, I was thinking like a sniper rifle.
He has a ghillie suit, so he looks very snipery.
Okay.
But he just has a bow.
I thought the same thing. I was like, this guy's going to F us up.
Yeah.
22 to hit the Charmander behind.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah. You rolled an 18 plus 4.
Dang.
Charmander, you're going to take 10 piercing damage.
Holy smokes. That's not good.
These guys are dangerous. Kadabra was now about 20 feet behind the truck as it drove by her, as she was standing off to the side, and she looks at the man with the samurai sword. You see her eyes flash purple, and the man with the samurai sword just starts to kind of stumble backwards and hold on to his temple.
It's a lot of dice that just hit the table.
Yeah. She does 15 psychic damage to him. You guys can all hear her say, "You betrayed us." Next up is, we're back at the top of the list. Solid. You are actually going to take 1d4 acid damage at the start of your turn. Take 2 acid damage while you're back here.
Maybe you should move.
Did Psychosa move anywhere, like toward the truck? If we're like leaving, did she come?
Oh yeah, she started running towards the back of the truck after she messed with that guy's mind. So she's now like right behind you.
But not on the truck?
No, she's just right beside it. She's right next to that guy who she basically, her eyes went purple and she started walking straight towards the guy with the samurai sword, just messing with his mind. And now she's right on him.
So she will be at the truck her next turn, or we're going to have to slow down?
She's right to the left, but it's kind of moving forward and away from her. It's up to Charlie to decide whether or not to stop for her.
Fight, 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 fight.
I want to help her be able to get on the truck.
Okay.
But am I able to get an attack off and still help her? Or just be able to help her with my action?
So if you wanted to try to attack someone and have your movement be like hang a tail out so she could grab onto your tail and swing into the truck, that's fine.
Okay, so the guy that she attacked with the samurai sword, I will acid spray him. That's a crit miss.
Yeah, you just go way wide with your spray as the truck is moving. Just shoot right over his head.
I should have crawled out of this boom before I tried that. That was dumb on my part. I get disappointed in me doing that, and I'm still impressed by the guy and his throwing skills. And then I come out of the boom and I wrap myself around something in my head and I stick my tail out and I'll be like, so I tell Psychosa, I'm like, get on.
All right.
So you don't reach your tail out? Yeah. It's my arm. It's my arm. It's pretty. You don't have arms. It's pretty buff. My tail is pretty buff. What are you, a newt? Like,
it's up to you now. Are you gonna? You could stop and try to.
So I'm gonna
spin
shout
the truck around or back it into the guy that was.
I'm going to shout to try to remember my Meowth's name. Ice. I'm gonna shout to Ice like, take the wheel, and I'll cut it to the left and to kind of start to turn it, and I'll hop out of the driver's seat. And can I swing myself up onto the top of the truck?
Yeah, totally. You can pop out the window.
So I'll pop out the windows, swing myself up to the top of the truck, and as I'm standing up there, I am preparing a lava plume to shoot at the guy with the sword.
All right.
So
make it rain. Fire.
19
hits.
15 fire damage.
Damn. So yeah, you light him up and he is just running, screaming, on fire as he's like patting himself down, running away from the truck.
Yeah. Then Ice, I would assume that the truck kind of slows down a little bit since I'm not like pushing on the gas. So she gets up there and then she just takes hold of the wheel and corrects it to spin it around to try and make another pass towards these guys.
Okay. Do you want to roll a driving check for her?
Yeah, sure. That's intelligence, so 11.
Yeah, so she manages to get the wheel and keep everything kind of moving and is starting to turn around, almost like as if she's about to run over the guy that's on fire as he's running around.
Wonderful.
I got a side question, just out of curiosity. This is, I mean, it just seems so natural. Have we attacked humans before? Or is this our first time?
Oh, for you guys?
Yeah.
Might be your first time. I would say this is our first
time. I'm a little distraught, I would say, because Max was always so good to us, but now we are. They literally said they were going to eat us.
Yeah,
so
they did say they were going to eat you. It's true. So most of your fights pre this were against Meowth's forces.
Okay.
Because Max would have probably been on the side of these guys, just being humans. But Max never ate a Pokemon, so maybe not.
That we know of. I'm sure we were in our Pokeball.
That's right.
Got hungry sometime.
Yeah.
That fourth companion of ours, I don't remember his name, but
Yeah, 4 through 6. He had 6. And there were 5.
all Pokemon trainers get to have 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
now he just had 3. Where'd the other 3 go? Who knows?
All right.
All right. Next up,
Do you want Snow to do anything? You want her to just keep hiding? She's planning her next dance move.
I don't know what she can do. These guys hit pretty hard. It might just be best for her to hide. I'm afraid of her getting pulled out too. It's all right. She'll still stay down.
All right.
All right, so the humans, the guy that was lit on fire with the samurai sword, he runs towards Kadabra, drops his blade. Oh yeah, and definitely hits her with his samurai sword, swings it down, chopping right into her shoulder. Ooh, doing 13 damage.
See, that would kill a Meowth right there. 1 slice.
I don't know what's her HP?
13.
The man that you rolled over and ran over still has his pistol out, and he's going to be firing it at the Ekans hanging over the side of the truck. Does a 14 hit you, Robbie?
It matches.
Bam.
Oh, wait, are you still inside the... Oh, you're not.
I'm not. I have really thick skin because all the sun beat down on me, but it still was able to get me.
He does 12 piercing damage with that shot.
Ow, my goodness. Ow.
How you looking?
I'm looking still a little bit stronger than a Meowth.
All right.
I'm at 16 out of 38.
The sniper fires his bow, and it tings off the side of the truck and just sticks into the panel right below where Robbie's character is perched.
I'm shaking and my tail is rattling a little bit, but it's because I'm scared.
The person who threw the acid vial down onto you guys is now throwing another thing, and it looks like a Molotov cocktail spinning through the air with fire on it. And it lands right on the hood of the truck, just exploding with fire, and it wraps around the front of the vehicle. Char, you're on top of that hood, right?
I figured I was on the roof, but...
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, not the hood, but
Not the
roof.
hood, the roof.
You're lucky it's fire,
Yeah, I was going to say I have damage resistance to fire.
and you're only taking 3 fire damage. So 2 after your resistance. The one woman who was running away continues to run away. She's
in another
far-
zip code right now.
pretty far gone now at this point. All right, so Kadabra, after taking a sword swing into her chest, her eyes flash white, then purple again, and the sword that's lodged into her chest pops out, and you see the guy he's like literally on fire, swinging the sword around, and his hands are shaking as he's holding the samurai sword, and his eyes like start to roll back into his head, and he just lobs his own head off.
Oh.
With the samurai sword, and just blood just squirts straight up, and his body just kind of jerks and convulses and tumbles backwards, and the head lands into the dirt and rolls along the ground.
Oh.
Man, he's that scared of the Ekans to kill himself.
That's right. Had nothing to do with Kadabra's confusion and him having like 2 hit points. So at this point, Kadabra moves and she grabs onto the side of the truck and uses your tail to kind of help her pull herself up into the bed.
Okay, cool.
Next to the crane. Solid. You're up. Top of the order.
So the 2 that are left is the sniper with the bow and the guy that throws the acid. We have 2 left.
There's one more guy on the ground
Yep.
with a pistol.
With the pistol.
Which I feel like he's about to get run over, or attempted to get run over, so...
Thinking the best thing for us to do is just to get out of here. I will do an acid spray at the sniper.
Ooh.
All right.
You shoot that far? Dang.
Oh, that's right. Let's see the range.
At this point, he's probably about 70 feet away.
It's a 30-60. Is there anybody in that range
The guy on the ground.
that's about to get run over?
Yep. Well,
You can still hit him.
and also he might dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I will acid spray the guy that's on the ground with the pistol that just shot me.
Yeah. Get him back.
Yeah. Oh, 8.
Does not hit.
I'm a bit weirded out by hitting humans, so my game's off. My movement, if I can get back into that boom for a couple of extra AC.
Take 1d4 acid damage.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's right.
Like, why are you going in there?
The acid's in. I thought I was like taking the acid damage.
It was all over the back of the...
Okay, well, I don't want to go in there then.
Okay.
So I will go into the cab.
Okay. That works. You slither into the cab.
Can I have, I'm next, right? Can I have Ice try and attempt to run this dude over?
Totally. Go for it.
19 minus 2, 17.
Describe that kill.
You just like, you're inside the cab and you just hear a boom, boom. It's just like, and it runs over the guy's head and it just like squashes like a cherry.
Oh.
And then I'll have her recorrect to head back towards the sniper and the poison throwing guy.
They're on opposite sides.
Oh, they're on opposite sides. So I'll have her. I imagine that we're going in the opposite direction from where we were originally heading. So I'll have her recorrect to head back in that direction.
Okay, so she straightened it up to kind of run away.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so you guys basically did a full circle. Like you did, like you're going down, you hit the guys, you did a full loop-to-loop around to the left, you hit the other guy, you hit that guy twice.
Poor guy.
And then now you're kind of straightened up. So you just kind of did like a loop-de-loop, and now you're heading back the correct direction.
Mm-hmm.
It is our remaining 2 humans' turns.
Well, I got to do Charlie, too.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah,
Charlie, how far away are they? Still 70, I'd say, or...
Yes, we'll say 70.
Okay, so I'm going to just attempt to shoot a lava plume at the sniper guy.
Okay.
My range is 60, 120, so it's a disadvantage. So 11? I doubt it.
Does not hit.
All right. And then after I shoot that, I'll hop down behind the back of the... I'll hop off of the roof to get some cover behind the back.
Okay, if you're on the back
area.
part, you're actually facing the 2 people that could fire at you.
If I hop down into the truck bed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'll still hop down in there. So,
all right. So the sniper fires another bow off. Charlie, as you're jumping down, you see an arrow go right over your head, past the front of the truck.
Shit!
The person who was chucking the alchemist or whatever, who was throwing the vials and the cocktails and stuff, now has a pistol out and pop, 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 firing some rounds down upon you. And Charlie, assuming a 19 hits.
Yeah.
That was a disadvantage too.
Jeez.
Because you guys are getting far away. It's going to be 8 piercing damage. And Kadabra looks up at the sniper, but the sniper kind of like jerks a bit, but doesn't seem phased by whatever sort of psychic attack Kadabra was lashing out with. Solid, we're back up to you.
We're gaining our distance on these guys. Yep.
Yeah, you guys can start running away at this point.
Okay. So I'm just going to hold or wait, see what happens.
Okay. You're hiding in the cab. Char?
Dodge. How far? So we're 70 feet away, so we're going to
at this point, you can get like
distance.
50 feet this turn, and then next turn would be like 70 feet.
Okay. I'm going to shoot a lava plume one more time at the sniper guy.
All right.
So he's 70 feet, so disadvantage. That's a 7?
No good.
I'll jump inside the cab, like inside the truck if I can, and hide.
And Ice is hitting the gas pedal.
She's hitting the gas. Yeah, she's just trying to get us out of here. So,
all right.
The vehicle handling, or
yeah, just
9.
That's fine. She's just going straight.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's a little wavy. Like it's not perfectly straight, but you guys are going. Not as fast as you would like to. So at this point, we'll call combat over as a couple more bow shots and bullets kind of fly in your general direction, but don't hit anybody. Psychosis says, this truck isn't bad. Like, and the hood of the truck is on fire still. That Molotov cocktail hit it. Do you guys... She's like, we need to put this fire out, otherwise we won't make it far.
Yeah, definitely. I will get that hose, or I'll suck some water up and I'll spit it on the hood.
There's no hose. You keep saying there's a hose, but it was just gallon jugs of water for them to drink.
I'll suck it up and I'll spit it out and use myself as the hose.
All right.
I'll go in the acid, I guess. Do we have any, is there any, I'm sure there's tons of dirt, on the truck, right?
Sure.
Can I just, scoop up some dirt with my hand and, just kind of, toss it onto the,
the acid
to try
the acid
and,
is kind of running out of steam by itself.
Okay.
But there are definitely some holes down in the top, and the cable is a bit frayed looking.
We'll need to repair this.
How are we doing on gas?
Dangerously low. I bet those humans we just fought have a camp somewhere near here.
I'm in no condition right now. I'm in no condition right now to go back in and fight any more humans. It just doesn't feel right trying to spit acid on them.
I'm pretty hurt right now. I have 3 HP, so I'm going to have to sleep this one off for a little bit.
She's like, we don't have time. If we wait, Meowth will get us.
I started digging through the med kit that was in the truck, see if I can find anything, make me feel better, I guess.
It's mostly been picked through and used.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they have some sort of medical bay or something there. Maybe we could sneak into that.
At a camp?
Yeah.
I don't know. These guys are nomads.
Oh.
But they own this ravine, and there's going to be more of them.
Well, looks like we have no choice. Come on, Solid.
What was the deal that you had with them to begin with? Were they just going to let us through? Did you have a cargo that you were supposed to give them to trade with them to let us through?
It was passage with me and 3 others. But they didn't realize that the 3 others were going to be Meowth's brood.
How big is this camp? You've been there before?
No, I don't know. We'll have to scout it out.
So she's never been there before, but we know where we're going. She knows where the area is, I guess. Or?
Yeah, she assumes that these nomads, they usually travel camp.
Okay.
They're going to be running around all around this ravine, this valley you guys are in.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say, we left 3 alive back there, so we're going to have to move quickly because they're going to be running back and letting them know what's happened.
If only Machop was here, he'd know what to do.
Oh.
Char.
So you guys, kind of the ravine twists and turns around a dry riverbed. Eventually, the truck, Cadaver's behind the wheel again, and the truck just starts to kind of cough and wheeze and slow down and then halts.
Do we have enough time to do a short rest during this time?
You guys have a short rest now.
Boom.
In that time.
I'm actually back up to full HP, so.
Same here.
God, I feel like I could take on a whole army of humans right now.
Psychosis good?
Yep.
Figured. I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, she has 15 hit dice.
Can she read people's minds? Maybe top level thoughts, but not deep thoughts.
Yeah, I'll say that. She can get a vibe for sure.
Does, when she touches people, does she get more
excited?
More of a, a deeper thought? Could she read more of your thoughts?
I don't know.
So my surface level thoughts when I grabbed her is that I wanted to leave her behind. But since she's still useful, I don't want to get rid of her.
Yeah.
And I want to role play that, and I want to do a roll check to see if she gets that from me.
Okay.
So I'm going to set myself up to be killed by her.
Insight?
Yeah. That might be a mistake on my part. That is a 5.
You know, you don't know how she feels or what she knows.
She probably feels the same way about me, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's a safe bet. She saw you guys definitely as body shields, meat shields when she pulled you in this.
I see her as everything. Damage and a meat shield.
The truck has kind of coughed and wheezed to a stop. You guys have had a momentary bit of rest. Cadaver pulls over to the side of the ravine, kind of slightly behind a boulder. As much cover as you could possibly get. She says, all right, we need to look for camp.
What time of day is it?
Ooh.
Is it nighttime? Because I have an issue. I constantly shed light. So I might be an issue for the party.
I think isn't it late afternoon or something? I've completely lost track of time, to be honest.
I would think so, yeah.
Okay.
It's later in the day, but it's not nighttime.
I feel like when we left Meowth's camp, it was early. And then we hit that sandstorm mid-afternoon, and then drove through that. That was like overnight. It was the next morning, I think, I want to say. So maybe it is midday. I've lost track.
Let's see. You guys left the camp really early. Sorry, this is all like stuff that happened months ago too, as we recorded. You guys left it in the middle of the night, very early. Drove all day, hit that storm. Drove for a few minutes. Actually, it's probably almost dark because you guys had a long rest, but it wasn't like an 8-hour long rest. It's a long rest in this game. So it's probably almost dark. It's been a long day, you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a real long day.
I will say, what should I do about my tail?
We'll just have to deal with it.
Right. Why don't you just stay here and hide it? Hide your tail as best you can. I want to sneak off solo. Get us some fuel. Why don't you just stay here? Hide your tail. And I'll sneak off solo. Find us some gas.
I don't know,
You gonna bring your open flame tail around some gasoline?
All right, listen, I've already lost one friend. I can't lose another.
Oh.
Char.
All right, so Kadabra says, if you're looking for a camp, you got to head up and look for smoke. So let's climb this ravine.
I just look at my little claws, like my little T-Rex arms, like, okay.
So Psychosa and I are gonna go alone up there?
No, I'm going with you.
Ice, Snow, and Midnight want to come too.
Yeah, we're going. Fuck it.
I glare at Charmander, Charlie, for wanting to come with his tail.
Well, I'm not going to sit here by myself, so if you got any better ideas.
Stay behind us.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
You're staying behind?
I'll keep a distance.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
still
what I
go
meant,
with him,
yeah.
but I'm not going to sit right next to him. So, because I don't want to like reveal everybody. Because what is it? I shed light like a candle at all times. So I don't know how bright that is, but I don't want it to reveal our numbers. So I'll keep a distance where I can still see them, I guess, but stay far enough away where it looks like I'm just by myself.
Okay.
So, and I'll keep my tail low, so I won't I'll kind of drag it on the ground, I guess. So it's not up higher. Try and keep it as low as I can.
Okay. Is anyone going to have difficulty climbing?
How would we know that?
I'm just wondering, if you would just were to look at your stats, or if just imagine it.
My
so the
athletics
Meowths have no problem. They
my
just
athletics is +5, and
you're
acrobatics is +3.
Oh,
so
yeah, you're
I should be
fine.
okay. I imagine with my little arms, though, it might be hard, but
You'll be all right. You're strong enough.
so you got to get this. So you know
Chuck
who you're
is playing with a Charmander stuffed animal right now.
Yeah, he has it on
my
the table
son's.
next to him.
Let me get a picture.
Just
for
let you
social
know,
media.
how cute he is.
Let me take your picture for social media.
We'll do it later. So,
All right.
All right, so you guys start climbing up the side of the ravine. The Meowths just pop, 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 pop. It's just like bouncing and bounding, like no issue for them. And Kadabra, actually, you see her teleport up about 50, 60 feet to an area. Then you see her teleport up about 50, 60 feet again. And just kind of zoop, 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 as she zips around going up to the top.
Misty Step.
Yeah, infinite Misty Step. Ekans, you slither up.
Yeah, where the big rocks that the Meowths are jumping on, I actually crawl down on the bottom in between these rocks that they're jumping on. You know, the little small cracks and holes that are on the ground. I have a +7 to acrobatics, so I'll be good.
So you guys all climb up to the top without too much trouble. You guys all take a look around. Let's see here.
I rolled a 16
that-
plus acrobatics, which would be 19. So that should be
I wasn't making it a check. It's not actually that hard to climb. It's a bit of a slope. You guys look around, and lo and behold, off in the distance, it's actually kind of where you came from, to the south. You guys were driving north at this moment. So a little bit to the south, closer to where you guys had your skirmish, you see a tiny, tiny light and a little thin string of smoke.
And that's the only one we see?
Yeah, and this is, you guys are on a big, vast, flat plateau going out as things are just like, the sky is getting darker and darker and darker, and the grayish, greenish clouds are getting kind of purpley. You guys going to sneak up to it?
Should we wait? We should probably wait a little bit, maybe till they go to sleep, maybe? we wait a couple hours?
It's up to you.
We should probably wait a couple of hours. Maybe they'll fall asleep and might make sneaking in a little easier.
No one can hear you because you're so far behind the pack. Kidding.
No, I almost put my hands up like I was going to shout, but I was like, wait, I can't do that. So
Why don't you guys go and rest? And by morning, I'll be back with some fuel.
are you like trying to build a new Pokemon or something? I feel like somebody's trying to kill their character here.
Well, you have good stealth and stuff, right? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
You can just do it yourself. That's fine. I mean, it's up to you guys. However you want to do this.
I'm nodding my head. I have a +7 to stealth.
Sounds like a V moment, but
It does. And I have a point of inspiration, too. And so I was like thinking about the V moment in the cave. Yeah. But my die is not as hot as yours. Oh, my goodness.
all right. I'm fine with this, but wait a couple of hours. And you have to let psychosis in your mind so we know what's going on.
No.
So you guys want to wait a few hours?
I want to wait a couple of hours till it's like, because it just started to get dark. I want to wait till it's like nighttime when they're sleeping to make it easier to stealth in if that's the plan. So
while you guys are waiting, you're kind of on the edge of the plateau looking down on the canyon. You can kind of see the camp further off in the distance to your south. You guys hear driving, bursting through the rocks and everything like that. A caravan. Meowth's caravan was pursuing you this whole time. Like, they were still trying to get through the rocks. And now driving through the bottom of the ravine, you guys see multiple vehicles. Buses, fire trucks, vans. Basically what I would call like the Catmobile. Imagine like Batman, like the 1960s.
he drives a Catmobile.
Imagine the 1960s Batman car.
Yeah, yep.
Right? That like bubble top or whatever, convertibly looking, but like white and gold.
Right on.
Meowth is behind the wheel, and he is leading an army of his minions down through the ravine.
Oh, shit.
So they get past that.
We left our car down there, too. So our truck.
So do you guys want to watch them as they go down the ravine and check out your truck, or do you guys...
If we went down the other side of the ravine, would they see us? Like, would they see my tail in the darkness?
Right now, you guys are in a good spot, but as they're passing you, like, you could probably sneak down behind them as they drive by.
Okay.
Can they see our truck?
You don't know yet, but you would assume so.
This is why I wanted you to stay with the truck.
So you can get murdered by a whole army of Pokemon.
Move the truck.
It's slaughtered.
Truck was not going by itself. You'd have to push it.
So it's completely out of gas.
It's pretty much out of gas, but also it has a lot of other problems too.
I want to try and wait till they pass by.
Okay.
And then sneak. I'll suggest to the group that we're not safe here.
We're not safe here. We need to keep moving. The truck's...
we should probably see what they're going to do to the truck so we get an idea of what we need to do. Because if they're going to, like, blow the truck up, what's the point of getting gas, for the truck?
This is what's going to happen. They're going to go to the truck. They're going to find us not there, and then they're going to search the area for us. Meowth don't care about the truck. He cares about his brood.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
That's what I was planning on happening.
Yeah.
We need to get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Terrain where vehicles cannot go. I'm assuming since we're up on this side of this cliff, whatever you want to call it, we need to continue on a path where vehicles cannot go.
Kadabra would fill you in that you can drive a car up onto this plateau, but you have to kind of like... There's a specific way cars can go, but like the ravine is... how cars go through it, but you can totally drive onto this, like up a hill from the other side. Does that make sense?
There's a certain path that vehicles can travel on.
Yeah, imagine it's like a big hill with like a very, very wide hill, but you can drive up the ends, and then there's a ravine through the middle.
There's a bunch of boulders on this cliffside that's ravine that they're going to be driving up. There's a bunch of boulders. Can we push things in the way to block the trail? When I asked Psychosa that, can we block the trail? Can we push some boulders there and block it?
Do you have some TNT?
I left it in my Pokeball.
Yeah, you
hit
would.
it with fire, but I don't
It would
have
take a
any TNT.
lot of power, a lot of oomph to knock boulders down that would block the road.
Is there TNT back in the truck?
I bet there's some in the camp.
No, but they had to blow up the ravine with something. These humans hate Meowth even more than we do. He took their whole world away from them. They were happy to use their resources to crush his army. Whether they have any of those resources left, I do not know.
Science experiment. Let me spit some poison on the ground and you light it on fire.
Okay.
I spit a really teeny tiny amount of like a drop of poison.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, let's see if it does anything. Is my poison
Flammable?
flammable? Yeah.
I'll spit some fire on it.
It catches fire.
I blow that out real quick. And then I make a little bit larger one. Just to see what happens with a bit larger one.
This could compromise us.
I think we're already
Keep making this bigger.
I think we're already compromised.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do. It's flammable. What else are you trying to figure out?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying not to it's dark. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to create a huge light to show like somebody's up here, you know? So
So does it
I'll
act,
spit on it. I'll spit some fire on it.
does it act like an oil or does it act like a explosion kind of base?
It acts like more like a natural gas where it just is consumed very quickly. Like it just burns it all up and eats it all up very quickly. It doesn't like keep burning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a flash and it just consumes it.
All right. Maybe there's some cracks in the road or the cliffs or
I
the
say we
rocks.
just go down to the human camp. We either steal a car or we can tell the humans that Meowth is in the ravine and like this is their chance to kill him. We can have Psychosis tell them that. So we can kind of get an army on our side, even though they betrayed us. So
No, I like your idea instead of me having to think of some way to battle Meowth's gang right now.
we're not going to be able to.
Yeah, that's the good idea, I think, is to try to sneak to the humans' camp.
All right, but we're all going to have to go. So
And you're going to put a metal box over your tail.
I don't have a metal box.
Yeah.
We're going to sneak down to the human camp.
All right.
So
Give me some stealth checks with disadvantage check.
come on, man.
Or does anyone have
just
heavy?
kidding.
Do you have heavy armor on anyway?
I have my chainmail, which I could pull down off of me and put it over my tail, but
Nah, you're gonna have disadvantage no matter what.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter when you roll a 15 and a 19.
Yeah. So 16. I feel like that's decent.
I didn't do too well. I kicked some rocks as I was slithering along. I rolled a 3, so it's a 10 total.
Roll for your cats. I'll roll for Kadabra and Midnight.
Snow got a 13. It's a +2.
11.
And I got an 11 and a 4 for Kadabra. So you guys do not do the best job. It's pretty vast, this area. It's pretty spread out as you're sneaking up on the camp. Rocks are being kicked over. Clinks of chainmail armor and a light source kind of in the distance behind behind the main group. You know, old dusty twigs being broken. You guys start approaching the camp and you see one car, 3 motorcycles or 3 dirt bikes leaning up against the side of the car, a very small campfire, 2 small tents, kind of all in a circle. And there are a few people. You see the 3 people that survived the fight with you there at the camp, which would be, let me look at my notes.
Sniper, poison guy, and the girl that ran away.
Yep. So the girl that ran away had the black motorcycle helmet, which is off now. She's just sitting there with her jet black bangs and a bob, wearing her kind of like army fatigues, just like the bottom part of the camo pants and a tank top shirt. You see the guy that had the gas mask. His gas mask is off now. Also wearing some kind of olive drab pants and no shirt. And you see the person who was in the ghillie suit, who is just a dusty, dirty young man just like real dark, sharp features. And you also see an older man and an older woman and what looks to be like maybe a teenage girl wearing a dirty old karate gi. And they are sitting around the campfire and next to the car, next to the bikes, next to the tents. The car is an angular 4-door sedan that looks like it's been reinforced.
I would assume the keys are not left in the vehicle, so... But if we can sneak up to the vehicle, I'll tell Solid.
You think you can sneak up to that car and see if the keys are inside?
Sure. Is there any like things around this camp that gives me the idea that they eat Pokemon? Is there like snake skins and like Pokemon skulls?
Well, maybe there's something in that fire being roasted, and you can't quite tell what kind of cut of meat that is.
Machop.
It's a Pidgey. Nice little bird toasting.
So, as you guys get close, and the group all failed their stealth check.
Oh!
Let's not forget that part. The young man with the sharp features, the sniper, stand up and look in your general direction. And he says, I think we're not alone. And then everyone kind of starts scrambling around the camp. They start like running into the packs on their bikes. They start running into their tents. They start running into the back of that car, opening the trunk.
I'll look to Psychosis and say,
what do we do?
Do you want her to talk? Do you want her to talk her way out of it?
Should we tell him that Meowth is just outside on the ravine?
So at this point, I'll let you guys either try to fight it out, or if you want to have her try to talk her way through it.
I think we need to negotiate. Either way, we're at a disadvantage. We're either going to fight Meowth's army, or we're going to fight this army. We need to get the two armies to fight one another.
What do you want her to say to that group?
I want her to say, we come in peace. We come in peace. We've come with warning. Meowth's gang is just on the other side of the ravine, and you have an opportunity to strike them and end this struggle.
So, Psychosa relays that, like, hey, we don't want to fight. Meowth's gang is whatever. And they're like, yeah, we know. We saw them go through the ravine. We're not going to take them on. What do you want to have her say now? So this is like weird because I want you guys to do the talking, but it's like through her because I want you guys to kind of help role play.
I guess we'll say, I guess we have nothing else to say here, and then we just start fighting.
Okay, well, I was going to let you try to make some sort of other convincing or other argument and then roll a charisma check.
Can I sneak off like to the side or something?
Go ahead and make an extra stealth check.
Yeah.
See if
while they're talking. 21.
Yes, you succeed. You peel off and into the darkness along the ground.
What do humans desire? I guess they want the war to be over, right?
Yeah, they want the war to be over. They want the sky to be clean. They want civilization to return to its normal things, and they want Pokemon to be subservient.
Oh, I have no problem with that before with Max, but I guess now these humans are being D-bags. So
I'm gonna try to talk to Psychosis psychically and tell her just to stall. I'm going for the truck.
Yeah, I guess we'll let's have Psychosis say that we'll offer them our Meowths, at least one of them, in exchange for passage, but not. I guess she can communicate to that Meowth and say like we're just stalling right now since he's communicating to her.
Okay, so give me a deception check.
Me?
Yeah, sure. You're the one kind of talking here. Talking through her, but I'll give you her bonus.
Yeah.
Which is just +2 charisma,
What?
so it's not that good.
15?
They perk up when they say, oh, trading one of the Meowths. One of Meowths. Okay, all right. Now we're talking. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted at the bottom of the hill. That's going to set us real pretty for a long time and maybe even give us some like permanent territory that we can rebuild in.
Let's have her, can she point to the top of the ravine where we were and say, well,
you guys are at the top of the ravine.
They see the Meowths, right? Well, I thought we came down to the camp.
Yeah, so the camp was at the top of the ravine on the south side. So you guys are still above the ravine.
Okay.
So they see the Meowths because we failed our stealth check?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And we'll say we need vehicles and supplies in exchange
for
as
the
well.
Meowths.
For one Meowth.
For one Meowth.
Yeah.
Make it 2.
Am I to the truck yet?
I'll
Yes.
point to the one that's pregnant. Have her point to the one that's pregnant. You get 2 there.
Yeah, good call.
With Midnight being pregnant.
They're kind of talking it out amongst themselves. Robbie, what are you doing?
I'm going to get in that truck and I'm going to start it up.
There are no keys.
Hot wire it.
Give me an intelligence check.
It's not sleight of tail?
No.
Hell no, it's not sleight of tail.
Intelligence. I'm going to use my inspiration.
The DC on this is insane. Just want to let you know.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I was like, you know how to hotwire a truck?
Yeah, you connect
I
some
feel like the only
wires.
Pokemon that would know is Meowth.
And Meowth and Kadabra would know.
Kadabra.
And Psychosa.
Keep role playing.
Yeah, so you get in there. There's no keys or anything. But it's nice. It's like reinforced. It's pretty hardcore. 4-door sedan. Because some sort of roll cage is built on it. Maybe even some of the doors are filled with concrete.
All right. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Oh, 16 and a 15. Minus 2, though.
So
14.
14.
Not good enough. Yeah, so you start just like opening the panel and you see all these wires and you're like, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm not even sure if I know what hot wiring means. You heard Max talk about it once, but that's about it.
So we're still saying we'll offer them Midnight. That's 2 Meowths, her plus the pregnant one inside. But can we see the armored vehicle?
Car for the Meowth.
We want that and 2 motorcycles.
They say just the car.
1 car, the car and 1 motorcycle.
They just are shaking their heads at you.
All right, throw in some
you see
medical
them,
supplies.
Now they've because when they spread out, they kind of went and grabbed their weapons and stuff, and now they're getting more defensive in their posturing.
They went to the back of the truck to get some weapons out of there. Is there anything left? Can I check that out?
So yeah, you would go into the trunk, and you would see pistols and bows and clubs and a bloody, burnt samurai sword.
He's dead. He dead. Let's just say we'll accept the terms of their agreement to just the armored vehicle, and let's have Psychosis say Midnight move forward.
I think
as the offering and communicate through her mind like, hey, when you step ahead, we're not giving you away. We're gonna fight this out.
So
We're gonna try and catch him off guard, to seem like, okay, we're accepting terms of the agreement, and then when she gets to a point, I would like Psychosis to say, communicate with everybody, like get ready to attack.
So how far do you want Midnight to get? How close to them do you want her to get?
Halfway. So they
All right, so
ahead of us. How far away are they from us? Let's say. Let's figure out, like 30 feet,
we'll say 50 feet.
50 feet, so 25.
Robbie's way closer because he's just like 10, 15 feet away in that car.
Let's have her go 25 feet,
Okay.
right in the center.
So Midnight goes about 25 feet and she looks frightened and she's crying and she's shaking her head. And she's nervous and she's scared.
She's a good actor.
I make the biggest acid spray I can on that campfire.
We're not there yet. So Midnight
Hold that thought.
Midnight is walking towards them. She's crying and she's weeping. Kadabra is looking around at you, sizing up her opposition on the other side. And then all of a sudden, Chosa says in your minds, roll for initiative.
Nice.
Robbie, you have to save that acid spray for our next episode of Crit Sandwich. Thanks for sinking your teeth into Crit Sandwich. Please give us a review on iTunes or the Apple Podcast app. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or email us at critsandwichpodcast@gmail.com.